Hi everyone, Ricey here, welcome to another Ground Tech video, and today I just wanted to basically do a follow-up to my previous video where I told you why I chose the Pixel 6 over the Pixel 6 Pro, and it's like day 6 with the device now, and I thought it'd be a good idea to just follow up and let you know if I'm happy with it. Did I make the right choice, the wrong choice? Let's get into it a little bit. So first off, we are recording this entire video, the A-roll at least, on the Pixel 6. No microphone added to it or anything. This is straight out of the phone, the video, the audio. Let me know what you think in the comments. So the main reasons that I got the Pixel 6 over the Pixel 6 Pro were the flat display, and I honestly thought that the battery life would be a little bit better with it being a 1080p screen at 90Hz as opposed to the 1440p 120Hz adaptive on the Pixel 6 Pro. And as it turns out, judging by the people's usage I've seen on Twitter and YouTube and whatever else, the Pixel 6 does seem to have the slightly better battery life. So that's just a bit of a guess, but that's just the impression that I get so far. I've been very, very happy with it. We will have a lot more on the battery life in my next video. Don't miss that, it's going to be a good one. Because obviously it's been a little bit of a contentious issue. There's been varying reports. We've seen some people getting maybe 3 hours. But for the majority, I think we've been getting a lot. I mean, every day since I got the phone, I've had 7 hours plus screen on time. Every day. So we need to dive into that a little bit more, and I will, as I say, have more on that very, very soon. So yeah, I've been really happy with the screen, even though it's a downgrade on resolution compared to my Pixel 4 XL. I have not really noticed any difference. The 90Hz works great. It actually feels a little bit smoother overall, and that's probably down to the optimizations with Tensor. It just feels much more smooth. Haptics as well feels like a nice step up, as well as the speakers, also a nice step up over the Pixel 4 XL. So lots of things to be positive about. In terms of negatives, there's not really a lot. The main gripe that I have with the Pixel 6 is the Fingerprint Reader. Now you'll get some people say it's totally fine. Other people will say it's absolute trash. I'm somewhere in the middle. It works fine most of the time, and I don't really have an issue with the speed. The speed isn't a problem for me at all. It's more down to the accuracy and the errors. I sometimes do find that it just doesn't want to read my thumbprint at all. And that's with multiple thumbprints. I've actually put the same thumbprint on like 5 times. Might be 4 times. Just to see if it just makes it any more accurate. I've got the increased touch sensitivity on there as well, because some people are saying that that makes a difference. I've had that on since day 2. It's made no difference to me whatsoever. So, yeah, that is one reason I actually sold my Galaxy S10 Plus a couple of years back, because I couldn't stand the fingerprint reader. This is giving me the same sort of vibes. Luckily, I like the rest of the phone a lot more, so we'll have to sort of see how we go. I don't think it's going to be a complete deal breaker. I'm using the smart lock feature a lot more now as well, so it's just unlocked constantly while I'm at home. So disappointed with that. I would have preferred the fingerprint reader to be in the power button. That to me would have made more sense. Tends to be a lot more accurate. There's no reason why they couldn't have done that. So yeah. Maybe that's something that needs to be improved next time round. But for now, you know, it's fine. There might be software updates, firmware updates, whatever, to try and improve it. But I don't see how it's really going to be improved at all. I think that's just how it's going to be the entire time, really. One of those things. The only other sort of thing that I see as a negative is, might seem a little bit silly, but no power brick in the box. You know, this phone supports 30-watt charging. I still only have an 18-watt charger. I can't make use of that feature because they don't put a power brick in the box. I would like to use that. I would like a faster charging speed. When I'm buying a new phone that has a feature, I'd like to be able to use that feature. So I know it's the trendy thing to do now. You know, Apple and Samsung are doing the same. But yeah, put the charger in the box. Do it. So I will just mention as well that some people are having issues with the Pixel 6. It seems to mostly be down to Android 12 itself, as I'm getting a lot of those issues on my Pixel 4 XL. Fortunately for me, I haven't really had those issues at all on the Pixel 6. The only one that sort of sprung up just a couple of days back, which wasn't there to start with, was the YouTube Studio app crashing. Now, I've had this on my Pixel 4 XL the entire time I've been running the Android 12 beta. And weirdly, on my Pixel 6, well, when I got it, it was fine. Up until 2 days ago. So there is a little bit of quirkiness going on with Android 12. I don't really think there's any issue with the Pixel 6 hardware. Some people have said that there's issues with network connectivity. I haven't experienced that, but I'm not saying those people haven't. So, you know, there might just be odd quirks here and there. That could be Android 12 related, but it's quite possible that it's hardware related as well. But we'll have to wait and see until there's been a little bit more testing on that. But as for my experience overall, I have to say I am very happy. I've had great battery life, great performance, games are a lot smoother, connectivity has been very good, 5G speeds very quick. I don't have a lot to complain about at this point, and you'll be wondering about the camera as well. Camera performance really nice. I'll throw up a couple of images just on screen for you right now that I took over the weekend. The weather was pretty terrible for most of it, so I didn't actually get a lot of images, but yeah. I tend to take a lot of photos of the dogs. And yeah, it's the camera performance is great. This new GN1 sensor, really nice. You've got very quick autofocus, which has been a little bit of a gripe for sensors of this size. But so far it performs really well, locks on nicely, and holds that as well. I think Google definitely have a little bit of tweaking to do on the camera front, especially when it comes to low light and the night mode in particular. It seems to take just as long to take a picture as previous Pixels, but this sensor lets in a lot more light, so I'm finding it tends to sort of blow things out a little bit more than previous Pixels. And also, if you're in the camera settings, there's a more light option, which basically sort of enables night mode by default once it gets to sort of a certain level of light coming in. And I find it at times that actually ruins the shot. Like, this sensor lets in a lot more light, so actually in dim conditions you can actually get a very nice shot without needing the night mode at all. And that saves any sort of blurriness on the photos from maybe a subject moving slightly. So there's some things to improve on. I think Google will start rolling out those updates pretty quickly. We'll get a fairly chunky update in December, I would imagine. So we'll have to wait and see how things progress with that. Apps are going to keep getting updated. We're going to get more performance, more compatibility, especially with Tensor and Android 12. There's a lot going on with the Pixel 6. There's a lot of new things, and I think people just need to give it a little bit of time to settle down, and then we'll see how the land lies, sort of thing. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments if you have a Pixel 6. Let me know how your experience has been so far. Be that on battery life, camera performance, whatever you want to talk about. And we'll maybe do a little live stream this Friday to sort of go over your comments, and we'll sort of discuss that a little bit. But yeah, until then, guys, take it easy. I will have more on the Pixel 6 soon, on battery performance and everything else. Stay safe, stay grounded. I'll see you next time. Hi everyone. Or something. You'd think they were attention deprived. You just want all of it, don't you? All of the attention.